Sup guys at Game Replays and YouTube! This is the 5th episode of Frontline Fatalities Season 2, brought to you by the Frontline Network, presented by me, FatalSaint, and my good friend Tommy. What's up, Tommy?
What's up, Fatal? Looking forward to another fantastic Vico Shepcast.
Vico D-Light, Americans versus Wehrmacht, and we do have SiberianPlatoon versus Pepsi today, and we're just gonna get this show on the road and continue the shitter chatter while these pyos and other things go capping and do boring stuff. So at the 5-second mark, on pause in 3, 2, 1, unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And we do have SiberianPlatoon in the south as the Wehrmacht, the Axis forces here, is building his quarters with his first pyos, and up north we do have Pepsi building his little racks with his first engineers. So is he doing a 3ES, 4ES, 2ES?
Nope, this is the standard 2ES rifle, 4 rifle, but well, we don't know if it's 4 rifles, but it's a 2 engineer starter anyway.
Yeah,
We've seen loads of 3 engineers. Everyone's doing 3 engineers now. For a little while there was that 4 engineer craze. That lasted for like the first half of the patch, but now that we're sort of a bit more into the 2.602 patch, people have worked out the kinks a little bit, and I've seen 3ES used a lot.
Yeah, we saw it a lot, especially on Argentine Crossroads in the tourney, which this is actually a game from that same tourney. This is round 3 and it's on Bayo. Or Bayou, maybe?
Bayou, we're French.
Oh, yes.
Français, yeah,
we do have a bike out first from SiberianPlatoon, and I'm guessing rifles for Pepsi, not a Jeep.
No, yeah, he just went for rifles. I can imagine. I don't know how much these players
First rifle.
did how much practice they did on these maps, because working out capping orders for the custom maps is always one of the hardest things to do, because you're never quite sure, how to properly optimize your capping orders. We've all played Semois, Longer, Angerville a million times. We all know exactly where we're sending our first engineers and rifles, but it's a different story entirely on these custom maps, because they don't always follow the same format as the regular, the big 3.
The big 3, Ango, Semois. We do have a very brief engagement between the bike and the rifles. The bike spotters the rifles and runs away. The rifle's gonna keep heading south towards the little cutoff there, I guess. Bike engagement.
Yeah, those rifles just capping away and not too concerned by the bike, but a little bit of health damage done there. It's always nice.
Took a nice amount of damage, I think. So one guy is probably gonna die pretty fast from this first volley, or from the MG42 out of Siberian second. So he went the bike MG and he's going Volks as the 3rd unit out. So the second rifles are on the field as well outside of Pepsi's base, just connecting that ammo that he capped with his engineers. And he's also taking the VP in the south and the north at the same time, while Siberian decides to go for the middle. I'm not so sure. So as we said before, not only capping orders are hard to come up with on these custom maps if you don't practice on them a lot, and you can't really practice on them unless you set up matches beforehand, obviously, as they're not in the rotation in Vico.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's especially tough for Wehrmacht players on these customs, because a Wehrmacht player on the big 3 will generally go for either a base pin, or they'll go for, they'll bunker down somewhere, then gradually push towards an eventual base pin, or just play the attrition war. But obviously on the custom maps, when you're playing as US, you work around the Wehrmacht player. You wait to see what he does, and then you work around him doing whatever. So I think that just makes it a tad bit harder for US players in general, but tad bit harder for the Wehrmacht player in general. But still, I mean, neither player we can really expect to be super well practiced on these maps. So I think that'll make it quite original, the kind of strats they might come up with here.
Yeah, now it's much more than just capping orders and build orders on these custom maps. You really need to be on top of your game and basically catch your opponent with their pants down somewhere and get a nice cutoff here and there, and basically try to eliminate some units to give you the upper hand in the rest of the battle, basically, so you can win the game. And obviously VPs are very, very important, as we've seen in some of the finals games which we casted. There was like massive VP drains on some maps where they triple cap VPs, because VPs makes you win in tournaments, really. You
Yeah,
don't go
for
for an
sure,
annihilation. You go for, you know, a base pin and then just capture all VPs or something and just drain your opponent completely dry, and he has no way to come back without sacrificing units, which makes you win even more. So yeah, Siberian is actually going for some form of a forward base pin here, I think. He's gonna
Yeah, I think
attempt something.
Siberian, he appears to know exactly what he was doing. I was interested to see he seemed to be pushing for that house, and now I realise why he was going for it. He was going for that munitions point because it cuts off the US player from all of these nice big +10 fuels, +10 munitions, and the VP all the way down in the south there. He's all cut off from all of that. So
yeah, and he's actually connecting
really gonna
himself
help
as well.
Yeah, he's staying connected by this very narrow sort of strip of land. A nice little flank here, though. Flamer and NG, and we got a couple of rifles moving to reinforce as well. The bike and Jeep action as well, but I think the bike is in trouble.
Yeah, the bike's gonna get away. It's down to below 50% health. Rifles took some losses, Volks took some losses, MG packs up, runs away. 2 rifles come to reinforce. The Flamer engines are retreating back to base as well. They took a lot of damage and lost 1 guy. This Jeep is actually still following after the second MG from Siberian. He's got 2 Volks, 2 MGs, and a bike. And he's actually
That bike is
pushing
in real trouble. Both the bike and the
Bike-
Jeep are in real trouble here.
Bike
The
goes down.
MG is having real trouble setting up, though, because the Jeep keeps on pushing him around. He might actually lose
God.
that MG42 because he can't retreat it while it's in that position because it's set up.
set
And
up,
he loses the MG and the gun itself as well. Huge early loss.
And the gun
for
is actually
Siberian.
still there by the stone wall, and it can be stolen.
Oh yeah, so it is.
But the rifles, oh, they hit a mine. I thought Pepsi saw that one because Siberian was planting that mine next to the middle VP just as the Jeep went by, and I thought it was in line of sight. Siberian couldn't see the Jeep, but I'm pretty sure the Jeep must have seen the Pyos, but obviously he was microing elsewhere and didn't notice the Pyos planting that
he was
mine.
looking towards that flank, and a very nice flank it was too. He came in with those 2 rifles and a bit of a delayed flank by the time the MG42 had already switched sides. So that was a real nice, nice bit of rifle work there.
One of the rifle squads, or
I
not.
hope he is going to try and steal the
Yes.
MG. He
Yep,
does steal
yep.
the MG. Good.
Yeah,
Now he's going to try and flank again. Siberian just getting flanked all over the place. His support now coming, finally, but not before. He's going to lose a fair bit of health off that MG42. So Siberian a little bit almost sloppy so far. But he's always one for a good comeback. So be interested to see how he does it. Pepsi, wow, going for a very fast motor pool. Only 7 minutes into the game and the motor pool is coming up. And by the time it's finished, he's easily going to have the fuel and the manpower to actually to put that up. He's been very, very good about conserving his manpower so far, Pepsi, with these nice flanks. He hasn't lost too much. He hasn't been running into MGs or anything. He's just been he's been on top of his game. And now the M8 is actually on the way at just 7 minutes and 15 seconds. He started building it. Siberian laying a few mines to try and delay it, but no tier 2 action coming up yet, and no Pioneer near the base either. So this M8 could have a real big window of opportunity.
Yeah, the M8 is actually gonna rip Siberian's troops to shreds here, because what he only has as, you know, soft AT is Panzerfaust, and he doesn't even have the munitions for that because he's planting so many mines in the center here. So hopefully this M8 can, you know, stay away from the center and actually be more of a support vehicle for Pepsi's troops, kiting MGs, you know, and actually finishing off the MGs so his rifles can move in and finish and polish off the rest of the units. Maybe get a Volk or a Pyo dead, a Flamer Pyo permanently dead. There's a lot of mines in the center now. The 4th one goes down from SiberianPlatoon. He's got an income of 37, and basically every time he finishes planting a mine, he's almost floating 25 again to place another mine. His Jeep is harassing the Pyos in the south, trying to cap the fuel, but they're stopped by the Jeep. He has no chance to combat that with only the Pyo squad, and there's not really anything close to it. The Volks are going to move over to the left side now. But Siberian is still looking pretty okay. He's taking control of the left. You know, obviously he had it cut off from Pepsi's troops with that munitions point here in the center, which cuts the map in middle, these 2 munition points. So basically you can cut off, yeah.
Oh, that was a nasty mine.
Oh, there it was.
2 rifles, 2 engineers, both go down there. So yeah, I'd say...
Oh!
Is he going to run into another mine? There he goes, destroyed engine. He's got engineers nearby, but that was what he really wanted to do with those mines. He just needs to delay it for long enough. You know, that's going to give him another minute or 2 to get his Kree barracks up. It's already started building now, so
building it.
Siberian has given himself breathing room now, and he's taken good map control in the meantime as well. He's actually encroaching on the +10 fuel down in the corner for Pepsi there, so he could delay you know, a follow-up like bars. Pepsi actually going for a second M8, which is an interesting tech.
Yeah, second M8 so early after the first M8, you usually see, either, supply yard teching or bars or, stickies or grenades, depending on, whatever your opponent has. But obviously he hasn't seen, and nothing has been shooting at the M8, which actually has its engine back for quite a while now. It's just been sitting there. A Faust goes in from the Volks on M8, but he's not really attempting to do anything, drastic. I think Pepsi feels kind of okay after that flank. Took out, he stole the MG, obviously, and he lost it then again, though, to the Volks. But he's still feeling okay, I think.
Yeah, I'd say.
I
say Pepsi's in an okay position, but.
Siberian's actually packing 3 MGs, so he must have built another one.
3 MGs. Okay, so he probably built the second one when he lost his first one, but then he got the other one back. So that was just a little bonus for him. But
very
this is interesting now. 2 M8s now.
For Siberian, though.
That's 100 munitions sunk in. 200 munitions sunk into those vehicles alone. And when one mine could spell disaster, you really got to be careful to make the most out of them. I'm surprised we didn't see a bar follow-up, given that there's not going to be any Grens on the field for a good amount of time so far with this massive tier 1.
Yeah, and out of tier 2 from Siberian obviously is a pack first. As he's seen the first M8, and now he sees the second one, which is engaging the Volks and the MG on the left side of the map here. He's actually snuck behind with one rifle squad. He might flank the MG or go for the VP. I think he's gonna go cap the VP or the fuel. I'm not sure which one he's gonna go for. But he's regaining some of the territories on the map. You can see here those rifles were forced out by some flamer pyros, but he forced out the MG before, and the Volks trying to cap that plus 10 fuel. And the Volks are actually exiting Siberian's base now, both squads at 5 men with some damage to them. No veterancy out for Siberian. He usually likes to do this, get more units and then vet, instead of getting a few strong units and then just vetting everything up to vet 3.
Yeah, we haven't normally seen him in tournaments get veterancy. That's true.
Yeah,
he is definitely, I think,
more unit guy.
Some people are of the opinion that veterancy's for chumps, man. But
oh, mine goes off in the center. Just some flavor pyres. Didn't even take one casualty. He's got sweepers now, Pepsi, which is a good choice considering he hit like 3 mines in quick succession in the middle. And he's gonna find. Yeah, he just lighted up the 4th one. Oh, and the 5th one as well, and destroyed it with the M8 main gun. Destroyed
now the pack's on the field, though.
Yeah, the pack shot back. You destroy my mine. I shoot you, fool.
This is the primary problem with going for 2 M8s. Siberian can quite happily get himself 2 packs as a hard counter to that fairly significant investment, because he knows there's not going to be any kind of bar follow-up.
Yeah, 2
very
packs.
Shortly.
Just the second pack just hit the field exactly as you said. This is textbook stuff from Siberian. He knows what to do. Even though Pepsi feels pretty comfortable, I think, with his rifle and quite a lot of good engagements from his part. Siberian is not sweating at all. It's just like, yeah, okay, I'll just do my thing here. I know how to counter your 2. You go 2 M8s, no bars. Okay, I'll get overlapping packs, and you can't circle strafe me, and then I'll force you to death if I need to.
Yeah, he's in a good position. I say both players are in a pretty even position, actually. Even after fairly dicey early game from Siberian, he's definitely fought his way back into this in a very, very strong way. He almost lost a Volk there on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Volk's running away with very little health.
I watched that engagement. He stuck around to fire the Faust on the very damaged M8. So if he can just catch it off guard now with another Faust or one of the packs, but he's not moving up the packs. He doesn't know exactly where the M8 went. He can obviously hear the engine sound on the far left, but that M8 is too quick for him to intercept it with any kind of infantry or pack gun. So he's just gonna leave it and make Pepsi spend some engineers just idling while they're repairing, and they can't go out and use their flamethrowers or sweep for mines in the center at the same time. And do we have any more mines placed? Yeah, we have 1 mine just at the pack and MG. So Siberian's doing good with the mine placements here. He's keeping up. He really wants to keep the center. The center is going to be his stronghold. The Wehrmacht stronghold is going to be the center.
He is very, very keen on that. He could lose a flamer pyre here, though, to the M8.
So ballsy. He actually he must have timed that, seriously. He must have timed it. I was like, yeah, he's going to lose that because he's not paying attention. But obviously, he was completely paying attention, trying to get the decap, probably timed the attack, and it's like, the main gun's going to fire soon. I can't stay around because, while capping under fire and shit, not good. Run away.
Yeah.
Great play from Siberian. Great play from Pepsi as well, you know. And now he's actually got WSC out with a first sniper on the field, which is going to be good against these support weapons. Double packs, yeah. I'll get 2 snipers maybe. Decrew your packs and move in with double M8s, and you're boned.
Oh, this rival squad could be in trouble actually as it retreats through MG42 fire. Very low health, but I think he managed to get out of there. Pepsi now building himself a second sniper. So he really doesn't seem to like the bars.
Yeah, textbook play from both players. You know, he sees 2 MGs first, and then he loses the second one that he stole, and sees 3 MGs, and now he's seeing Grens as well. And he knows there's at least 2 packs, because otherwise there would be Grens on the field faster, or a half track from the Krieg barracks. I think he's actually going to try and snipe out the pack and circle strafe it here, but I'm not sure he quite anticipated there being 2 of them. Yeah, 2
and a Shrek now as well, so pretty heavy AT investment from Siberian here. He's gonna need to get himself a counter sniper pretty shortly though, especially when that second sniper hits the field. You know, double snipers when you don't have any snipers of your own, it really does begin to get quite painful.
And here comes Engineer Sweepers with following Engineer Flamer as well. They're gonna engage these Volks, very damaged Volks, and the Grens in heavy cover, but Flamer says, I don't give a shit about cover, and they run away, because that's what you do in that situation.
Oh yeah. So Sweepers now in the middle. They reveal a couple of mines there. Always good to reveal some more mines. They didn't quite reveal the one off to the left. So the Engineers Flamers nearly triggered it, but
So the Flamers can actually can sweep mines without sweepers? As long as they're lit up, I guess. That's very interesting.
I've never seen that before. What the hell?
This was very, very interesting. This, for us as shoutcasters that watched so many replays and casted over 100 Company of Heroes games now, you know, OMG and whatnot, we've been casting Modern Combat and mostly Vico.
I have never seen that before.
That's very strange. Look at these Volks at the... Is that mine fully planted on the left side, where the rifles and the Jeep is coming now? If he pushes them out of... If that's planted, he's gonna foust the Jeep.
It is planted.
Oh, the Jeep goes down.
Jeep bit dust.
How can it be so close to the mine? Are you sure it's not...
It is planted. They just haven't quite moved onto it.
Oh, that was so close. so close.
You can see he was desperately trying to push him with the Jeep, but he got a bit too eager, I think, and that's why he lost it to the Faust. Yeah. That was unfortunate.
And the Jeep kill is extremely good for Siberian now, with his own sniper on the field. 0 kills, hasn't really revealed himself at all. The 2 snipers from Pepsi is hanging out just north of the middle VP at that strong house, which Pepsi has used several times in this match so far. So he's just gonna wait for one of the snipes on maybe, you know, planting mines with Pios or one of the MG crews and hang around in the center, hopefully get a counter snipe off. But I don't think he knows there's 2.
Mine spam Siberian, like his play, his munitions has just all been into mines. Like, Pepsi can't even advance, and he's going to hit this mine with an M8 here. Surely he's going to hit it.
Go down.
There it goes, and that mine paid for itself right there.
Crashes
although
into
he actually managed to kill a Flamer as it was going out of control.
Ah. I thought the snipers were firing, but the second sniper from Pepsi has not fired. He's going to fire on the pack. The counter sniper from Siberian, oh, it's just a few seconds short, or milliseconds short, really. Center, he's trying to take the center. These rifles are forced away on the left side. The Grens are going to reinforce the center, but the M8 comes to harass the MG, and the Volk's capping the fuel, so he's going to have to faust this M8. Gets a faust off. The Grens are moving in. In the center, the Flamer engine is still trying to get the center VP, but they live and retreat out of there. While these rifles are going to engage these Pios. I think Siberian was going to plant even more mines, but he's got a bunker up right now as well, which might be a med bunker, I'm not sure. He's got Vet 1 for his infantry, so a med bunker wouldn't be bad, considering he's got 3 Volk squads still. Yep, 3 Volk squads, that's going to be plenty, and he's going to reinforce.
Plenty of zombies there.
Yeah, he's reinforcing from the bunker as well. He shows some defensive, I didn't see it for now because I wasn't paying attention, because I'm a douchebag sometimes. But he's chosen defensive. Any tech or any CP choice or doctrine for
we've gone infantry. Just very recently we've gone for infantry from Pepsi. Off-map artillery.
The magic mine on the left destroyed a whole Volk squad. There's 5 guys laying there.
Oh my god, was that an M8 mine? It might have been an M8 mine.
Must have been an M8 mine.
Only an M8 mine can kill an entire Volk squad in one if they were at all healthy.
Oh, large engagement in the center at the same time. He's got his 2 snipers moving in, and the Axis sniper is there as well. He's going to try to go into the bunker with a sniper to protect himself, I think. No, he's going to stand around.
He is going to get into the bunker.
These bars nice bar pop from Pepsi in this
Yeah,
engagement.
very
He
nice
might
bar
lose the
timing. He
vet
might
one on
pay for
retreat.
it in blood, though.
Oh no!
And he does. He loses the whole squad there.
Oh, another mine goes
All
off. Both
mines going off
snipers
everywhere. Mines
magically
are
lived.
absolutely MVP right now, doing just loads of legwork for Siberian.
Yep, but he did lose his sniper in the bunker, Siberian. I think it got sniped or the bars killed him. I'm not sure, but he lost the sniper. So one sniper to a vet 1 rifle. You know, it's not a bad trade, but it's not brilliant from either side, really. You know, you want your vetted rifles to vet up more. You don't want to lose those squads. But Siberian really needs his sniper to get rid of the 2 allied sniper, which is just going to continuously decrew his support weapons.
Yeah, he's going to need to rebuild that sniper, but now with Pepsi down a rifle and he only had 3 to begin with, that leaves him with only 2 bars. No, he actually rebuilt it. No, he rebuilt it almost instantly. So
yeah,
that's going to help him out.
A mint squad, bar rifle squad comes out and tries to engage these vet 2 grants with a Shrek. It's going to be a little bit harder with
Potato
vet 2,
Masher
but
in, nicely dodged, forces a retreat from those vetted grands there.
nice.
Those double snipers, it's an interesting choice for Siberian to go for Vet 2, even after seeing double snipers. And that kind of goes against what we were saying earlier, that he loves to get more units instead of veterancy.
Yeah,
You know,
not sure
I mean,
why he stopped.
traditionally, I'm sure if this was Siberian a few months ago, we would have seen Tier 3 by now in Pumas. But he's decided to opt to not go down that route. So,
yeah, especially with bars from Pepsi, I would expect Siberian to go for Pumas, because I've seen him use these Pumas and it's fucking brilliant. And we do have an off map on the bunker, which is
That's
trying
on the
to
bunker,
upgrade
yep.
to a med bunker. It's gonna probably survive this off map. It was a little bit damaged before, but it's a
unless
defensive
it's
bunker.
a defensive bunker, it might not even survive.
Oh, M8 goes down in the center as well at the same time.
Oh, mine. Nasty, nasty. And the cloak hack shot followed it up. That was nasty as hell.
Yep,
Wow,
nice
the
mine
bunker
destroyed
survived
engine.
by a miracle.
Nice MG placing for Siberian, overlapping on all sides. He's got some flamers trying to flank in on one of them. The bike goes down to bars, I think. The bike went down to something at least.
I think it may have even been killed by the flamer engineers.
Maybe, yeah, but it was
Or
quite far
the
away.
minesweepers. The minesweepers banned.
The minesweepers, yeah. The sweepers might have killed them. The bunker survives the off-map, the M8 dies, so good engagement for Siberian, just losing that bike there, and a few men, not that many men. He lost a Volk, maybe, and a Pio guy, maybe an MG crewman, but nothing except for that, so that's pretty good. We got Rangers out from Pepsi, I didn't see that. MP40
Rangers,
Volts are gonna be good counter to that, if they don't have SMGs.
MP40 Volks will shred those Rangers if they get too close.
I'm not sure what he's doing. I'm not sure what he's after. He's gonna grenade. No, he's trying to bazooka the bunker before it gets repaired, but 2 bazookas just doesn't cut it. And another off map on the bunker.
Wow,
Pepsi is saying no zombies for you, Siberian. No freaking zombies, man. This ain't no horror movie.
He used a lot to try and kill that bunker though. 300 munitions and a ton of manpower. I mean, you know, Pepsi had a lot of manpower before because he had very good unit preservation, but losing a couple of units and then buying that Ranger squad and now having to reinforce 5 guys out in that squad, that's going to be really expensive for him.
Wow, he lost that many guys. Oh wow, he only has 1 Ranger left. I didn't even see that. I saw him retreating at 4 men or something.
I think he actually,
like,
I think he actually may have hit a mine on the retreat and lost another guy.
He must have hit a mine, yeah.
I mean, that's
he
cool
did. Middle VP, dead Ranger corpses. He hit a mine on retreat.
Ah, yes, I see them.
I'm not sure what I would do in Pepsi's situation right here, but I would probably try and avoid the center and, you know, harass the left side even more than he's been doing. He's been harassing there with M8s and stuff, and, you know, the M8 mine that killed a whole Volk squad, and he's got some rifles up there, and he got suppressed by MGs now and then. But he didn't really fully commit to it. The center is just a minefield, you know, it's just a death zone, really.
Center is really nasty for him right now, but instead he just got himself the 2nd supply out upgrade, so I think we might be seeing some heavy Ranger play perhaps, or maybe, I don't know, maybe get a medic tent, bit of rifle spam, try and just overwhelm with nades, bars, but I don't know what I'd do. Maybe even against 2 packs, you know, the tanks are covered, even Tank Depot Shermans would get owned.
Got another bike out from Siberian. Very heavy tier 1 play, you know. He's obviously building them for the double snipers. He wants to catch them off guard somewhere. He doesn't know where they are because they haven't been firing that often, and especially not lately. These Rangers are back onto the field, or is this a new Ranger squad maybe? No, it's the same Ranger squad.
No, that's the same Ranger squad. They've
had 0 kills.
Triage. Yeah, well, that's what Rangers do, you know. I mean, their AI output is so bad before they get Thompsons.
Thompsons, though, is like...
Oh, what the... Shrek just owned a Ranger. There's nothing... oh,
Potato Masher, but nicely dodged from Pepsi. He's on top of his game, you know, throwing nades on squads which engaged in combat for more than you know 1.5 seconds. The player is obviously going to be controlling them because he sees that their units are under attack, and you know he's going to microwave away from. Oh, nice!
Oh, there's an undodged nade. Does a lot of health damage, but not much in the way of manpower.
Not really kills, but he's going to get a lot of kills with these Grens in the building now.
Those rifles, yeah, those rifles lost a couple of guys actually after that. And now the med bunker is coming along. Be interesting to see if Pepsi is paying attention enough to be able to focus down those medics as it picks up a casualty in front of his face. He is going to focus it down. That's getting focused by the bars.
There it goes.
Rangers finally get a kill.
From a guy that doesn't even have unarmed people. What the hell? You might have just well go around on the countryside killing civilians. Here's the bike. The snipers reveal themselves shooting at some volks capping the VP. So he knows that snipers were there. He had a unit sniped icon for quite a while. He's actually trying to snipe the bike now. Come here, bike. Where do you think you're going? And the MP40 Volks books it after capturing the +10 fuel on the right side, because he knew that little Pepsi blob there with 2 bar rifles and a flamer. That's a pretty heavy AI composition there. Two bars and a flamer. That hurts, seriously. If you get a flank on basically anything with that unit composition, it's gonna be like terrible for the Axis player.
Siberian's Grens, though, over on that left-hand side, they were really resilient. They lost barely any health thanks to that 2 elite armor, and they forced off. They made the Rangers and the Minesweepers retreat, and he just couldn't do anything to get him out of the building without grenades of his own. And now Siberian's going to stick an MG in there and go back to putting down this bit of a base pin, but those double snipers are just... He needs a counter snipe quite urgently.
Yeah, the bike's just not going to cut it because he's actually basically running his infantry, you know, as a screener for his sniper, as any good player does. He has a screen. He doesn't go around with them completely openly in the front, unless you're not going to take any opportunities to shoot with the snipers. Then you can go scouting with them for like an off map or something. But except for that, you're going to be screening, and we do have for the far line from Siberian when this large engagement is going to happen here with the Thompson Rangers are actually going to fire up past this bike.
Are those Thompsons?
It's going to... Yep, he's got Thompsons. I saw it. He's +4 on anti-infantry.
Thompsons versus MP40s, but the MP40s are for the fatherland, and those Rangers got minced. Lost 4 guys just to kill a bike. Not sure that was quite worth it.
Well, he's obviously now with the bike gone, these snipers can go to work at the Grens, and Siberian is actually being very ballsy, I say, just before he retreats with the 2-man Gren squad.
That's another M8.
Is it the 3rd one? Oh yeah, it is. It's not upgraded, right?
3rd M8. No upgrades yet. But wow, really getting picked off. Damn.
And here's the little anti-infantry blob from Pepsi, as we spoke about before. Axis sniper takes 1 shot. He's forced to reveal himself. First
MG
kill.
was nicely placed to intercept that flank, though. Very nicely placed. And now double snipers from Siberian, so he plans to lay on the hurt in that way. He must... I think this is just good game sense from Siberian. He knows that Pepsi's going for a strong infantry play because, you know, as I said a little while ago, he got both supply yard upgrades, and he's actually... I think he's floating for off-map combat group, so I think he's going for the play style of get both supply yard upgrades as early as possible, spam a bit of rifles, get your snipers, and then just spam off-map combat group for the rest of the game with your massive manpower income. Because even though he only owns half the map and has a big unit composition, he's got +268.
Oh, wow. That is a lot, so, considering he has Rangers and everything and 2 snipers.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a lot. And he's floating, you know, a good 600 manpower. So he has enough to throw down a tank depot if he wanted to. He's easily got the fuel for it to pump out a couple of Shermans, one after the other. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be going for the off-map combat group spam. What?
I think one of the snipers from Pepsi actually got the bike kill because he has got a light vehicle kill. That's hysterical. I gotta go back and check that out. I don't know. Because the only time I saw the snipers firing at the bikes or any vehicle whatsoever, which has only been bikes from Siberian so far, was on the right side, and I'm pretty sure that bike got away.
Yeah, he built another bike. He keeps on building bikes. I'm not sure. I'm quite in support of this move. When your opponent has both bars and ranges, building bikes to counter snipers just doesn't work.
Yeah, the M8 might go down on the right side. There it goes. Main gun destroyed. It's not reversing. Axis sniper coming into the field here also, taking shots at the rifles. Rifles move away. The pack actually missed. And there it goes.
There we go.
At the same time, we had a small engagement in the center
spectacularly.
with rifles and flamer NGs. I think they detonated another mine, or at least they got suppressed by the MG42s from Siberian. At the same time, we got a sneaky Ranger squad decapping the left-hand side VP, which is exactly what Pepsi needs. I think he needs to go away from the center, like, doom fort of the Wehrmacht forces and go harassing. Smaller engagements, probably, and move away from the MGs.
Yeah, that needs to make sure he deals with these bikes as and when they appear as well, because they could be. I guess the one good thing about the bike is that it's preventing him from just going around and soloing Gren squads in corners of the map without any support. Because that's what you see a lot of US players doing. When they know their opponent just has lots and lots of Vet 2 infantry, they'll just run around the map, popping off Gren squads, you know, pretty much unopposed if all your opponent has is infantry. But with this bike, it means that he can't just run around willy-nilly taking down Grens.
Yeah, he needs some form of an infantry screen to basically escort him around the map so they can kill the bike really quickly. The SMG Rangers would be enough, I'd say. You know, they can
easily, yeah.
They can hammer down the bike very fast with both the SMGs. Even if the bazookas misses, they'll still just mince the bike into shit in 2 seconds, and they can still, you know, protect him against maybe, you know, a Volk squad or two, maximum.
If we check out the VPs, Siberian has actually bled Pepsi quite decently. He's got him down to just 228 now, so he is getting kind of low, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get the middle one, so I agree with you, he does need to start pushing down in the south quite a bit more.
Yeah, he needs to harass the south, because the middle is just, like, there's overlapping MGs,
Oh,
one in the
defensive
building.
artillery coming down the right-hand side.
Right-hand side.
Oh, and he loses a whole rifle. That was painful.
Very, very painful. We got some flame ranges engaging some PIOs that was repairing the bike, and they run away.
Yep, here's the automatic convoy group.
Oh,
It's going to be coming on any second now. Here it is. He's got an M10. He's got another M8, a 30 cal, and a Bard rifle.
Not too shabby, not too shabby. You know, considering the M8 can still squish, since there's not really any vehicles from Siberian except for bikes, and nothing can hit bikes.
Yeah, I guess it's not terrible for what he needed right now. I guess it's, you know, 30 cal is never really useful, but you know, against Vet 3 infantry especially, you're not going to get any kills. But
yeah,
maybe
nice.
a nice screen for your snipers, perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps, but with overlapping packs at the same time, he can't really go, you know, really all out with the M10. He needs to use it to block pathing and crush Gwens and Volks or whatever, maybe harass support weapons. But he's going over to the left-hand side here. The Siberian smartly placed one of the MGs, which just upgraded to Vet 2. So supports Vet 2 and Vet 3 infantry.
So his infantry is really, really tough now, Siberian.
Very.
He's going to need... he needs to make a transition into vehicles or tanks at some point, though. And as he's gone defensive, Tier 4 would do very, very well. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 is great with Terra, but with defensive, because you have no Tiger or KT to rely on at the end, it's generally a better idea to go Tier 4, get yourself some P4s, Panthers, Osmonds, whatever.
Yeah, the MG goes down to the fire-up Rangers here with the SMGs. They're going to go try and tango with the Grens as well with the Shrek, and they're probably going to win this battle.
They're on fire-up cooldown, though.
Yeah, fire-up cooldown.
So, actually, these Shreks
Shrek's just giving Rangers every single time. Here comes the whole Axis armada of infantry, Vet 3 infantry, and the SMG Rangers books it. Quite good move from Pepsi there. I would have booked it so fast. Wouldn't even fucking see my units running away.
He's going to stay there to finish the cap on the fuel point, but taking a lot of firepower.
Oh, he might not even get out of there because he was very low health. Oh, he gets out of there. It's okay. At the same time, the M10 in the center was trying to support these rifles that capping the VP here. So he's got the middle VP in Pepsi's hands again. But these MP40 Volks are just going to go back and take it back to the Axis again.
Yep.
M8 repairing on the left side. A little bit of a lull in the game here, while both players just...
Off-map artillery coming down on the middle. VP, where the Volks are. Siberian doesn't spot it yet.
Oh, he's going to hear it now. There it is. Ooh, that was good, though, because if he stood around for that second one, it would have been smacked on top of the heads of those Volks.
Oh, I just got a nice little picture of Volk flying across my screen. He was already dead, but he picked up the dead body and threw him.
He got pushed around by the artillery. Yeah. We
Yeah.
do have tier 3 research for Siberian. I'm not sure if he's going to go for an instant tier 4. No, he's going to go for some veterancy on his support weapons. So support vet 3 is coming up. So he's going to have, yeah, he's going to stick for infantry and his MGs and support, obviously, with all these vet 3
Not a bad
units.
idea.
It's
Wow,
not
those
a bad
MP
idea.
Volks with 23 infantry kills, doing pretty good job for themselves.
Oh, but a sniper.
Ooh, nasty. Both those
well.
snipers got vet 2 instantly, actually. Even though one of them only has 9 infantry kills and the other one has 12, one of them got the bike.
Oh, the sweepers. The sweepers go down in the center while they're trying to cap the VP. Pepsi really needs that VP.
He's going to get a couple of zombie medics, though, out of this. 2 casualties get picked up there. Very nice. And he's only 1 more away from getting a full Gren.
Yeah, just 1 more. Oh, the sniper. I think the sniper actually missed the flamer engine, which is down to 1 man. And an off map from Pepsi on the medic bunker at the same time forces Siberian to relocate to the right. But it's not a bad idea considering he has an MG covering his forces there and both his snipers. Vet 3 snipers, I might add now. We do have a pack trying to open up on some bar rifles because they think that's fun or something. I don't know why they keep doing that when they keep getting revealed. Shoot the gun, Hans! For fuck's sake! Just shoot anything at them! And he's gonna lose the pack to these bar rifles.
He is going to lose a pack. That could be nasty if he actually gets it stolen. And now
Long-range
Bet's on those
bazooka.
infantry as well. Very nice.
Ooh,
And
Vet
now
2,
a
very
bit
nice.
of a... Those Thompsons now and the bars from the flank, they're both at 4 men, but now they can come down. I think Pepsi is actually soft pedaling back to this little green cover line of cars here.
Right into an MG though, which is
straight
not good.
to an MG.
Now he's
That's-
going
that's
straight for the VP. He's going straight for the VPs. He
These
just needs to
MP40 Volks
retreat
are
though.
really kicking ass and taking names.
Seriously, 23 kills.
Those
one
MP,
squad.
those double vet rifles taking a lot of damage,
Ooh, he's
very
gonna
low health.
chase them a little bit with the MP40 Volk, but he's actually going to stay around considering the SMG Rangers. Oh, nice surprise
Nice
nade.
nade.
That was pretty decent, pretty good. Another nade.
Another nade.
Oh, that was
That did very
surprisingly ineffective. And the
Those
SMG
rifles get
Rangers
forced off, so now
fire
it's just the MG left. MG's probably gonna retreat. Yep, although one of them gets fucking just,
bazooka.
like, incinerated.
Bazooka in the face on retreat. That's not very nice. Both of these Axis snipers are moving over here to take shots at the Rangers. Ouch, that's a lot of resources right there. Ouch, that's a lot of resources right there.
Every time you see a ranger get sniped, it's just, oh, another one as well. Because the Vet 3 on Axis snipers, it reduces their cooldown, so they fire a lot faster.
Oh yeah, the weapon cooldown, that's so awesome. We
Vet
got
3
another-
MG42s, I
Ooh,
think, they get a
nice
similar.
random pack here. Oh, decruise it. This means there's no pack crewed at the moment.
And OMCG just rolled out, and it's another M8 and an M10 now. So now there's 2 M10s and 2 M8s. They could just all roll in and have super fun, happy times if it weren't for all the mines.
Ooh, Axis counter snipe. Oh, he laid down, but he never got the shot on the allied sniper, which revealed himself in the center. They took a shot at one of the MGs and one of the MP40 Volks, I do believe. But he does have 2 Shreks on his Grens now, so... Or 1 Shrek each. It's gonna be decent enough, but...
He's
if you
getting
get pushed
charged
by
down
2
now,
M10s.
though. Wow, there's
Oh.
actually 3 snipers now from Siberian.
And this 30 cal can't do anything to these Grens. I'm surprised they even got suppressed at all.
The 30 cal could get insta snipe though
Oh yeah, they can.
by these 3
Or
snipers.
Shrek.
Instead, he's going for the rifles, but now the M10's coming on for a bit of M10 squishing action.
3 snipers from Siberian. Wow.
Yeah, it's a serious number of snipers. When they vet 3 as well, they're going to annihilate a rifle squad in ridiculously short time. Or a ranger. The rangers are the ones you really have to watch out.
Painful. Oh, there's a mine on the M8. They were harassing the MGs from Siberian in the house on the right side where the pack got decrewed. But they hit a mine and that put an end to the M8. The M10 is going to go around his body there and say, I'm just going to leave you here, dude. and can go deal and go squish some snipers or something.
Yeah, you can sit there on your own and get killed.
Yeah, ain't my problem. Just get out of the fucking vehicle, dude. Just run away.
Yeah.
No, it's
Imagine
my vehicle. It's
that
my
guy sitting up
M8.
on the 50 cal, he must just be like, what the fuck do I do? You actually see the gunner's actually dead. He's slumped back in his chair. He's dead.
Oh, he's dead. That's why it
The
can't run.
gunner is actually dead. The guy on the 50 cal is the only guy alive in the car.
That's hysterical. Oh, these bar rifles are gonna light up all the Axis snipers.
Oh my god. If I was Pepsi right now, I'd just be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? 3 snipers, Siberian. What the fuck you? Fuck you.
Oh, he needs to throw a pineapple on these MGs, and there's 4 fatherland for Siberian, which is gonna enhance his defensive capabilities here. He's actually, I think he's focus firing all the medics for the new medic bunker, because it's only 1 corpse away from producing a zombie gren, which is the medic is picking up right now. He's going to pick up a Volk.
He can't stay there for very long though against these MP40s and Grens. He could lose another rifle here if he gets focus fired, and those MP40s doing a lot of damage, but...
Nice preemptive little nade from the rifles there before he retreated his snipers. And the rifles, obviously. Very nice. And the M10 comes in for some squishes. Squishy, squishy! Oh, there's one!
Oh, he went flying. But here come the 2 Shrek'd up Grens, and a Faust goes in.
Ah, you got Shreks, fuck you guys. And we do have the first zombie gren. I think it's the first. Did he get us another one
I think it is the first, yeah. I guess it could be the second, but I'm pretty convinced it's the first. He was pretty good, Pepsi, about killing the medics. So.
Yeah,
but Pepsi now, I mean, look at the VPs down to 141. It's really dire straits now in terms of VPs. I mean, the only good thing is that in that last push, he did take a lot of ground.
Yeah, he took a lot of ground, especially on the left side. He forced that MG away with the SMG Rangers before he was forced to retreat, and he actually finished capping the fuel now with some Flamer MGs on the left side, and he does also have the VP there. So he's doing pretty well, he's doing pretty good. The VP drain has stopped, even though Siberian is taking the center again. He's going to have a little bit of breathing time here, a little bit of room to maneuver around the map here with his forces. He's got his 2 Vet 2 snipers, 18 and 1 vehicle, and 20 for the other one. So Vet 3, especially with the Vet 3 Axis infantry and the Grens especially, it's not going to take him too long. Maybe 6 kills each more or something for Vet 3.
Yeah, when he's fighting so much Vet 3, it's not going to take very long for him to get more veterans here.
But all the Axis snipers are always a threat to the Allied snipers as well. You know, it's anybody's game right here.
Definitely, yeah. I say Pepsi's saving up for another OMCG. He had lost all those M8s though, and actually one of the M10s down very low as well. So his last OMCGs have been fairly effective at buying him a lot of time, but haven't been doing a whole lot of killing, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, the only things that I've seen Siberian lose lately has been like maybe a Pio here and there. It's nothing else except for that, and maybe, you know, the packs obviously got decrewed but recrewed again, or at least the one in the south. The other one on the right side of the house, the strong house that Siberian had an MG in before the M8 hit the mine there, that's still decrewed and not recrewed, and I don't think Siberian really, you know, he doesn't really need it. He's got plenty of Grens now, he's got 2 Shreks, he got the pack. It's, you know, he still has the opportunity to use Fausts when he needs it on these mega awesome MP40 Volks. 25 kills for one squad. Other one has 21 still.
That's pretty nice. M10's going in for a bit of squishing action. There goes one guy.
Squish.
Forces the rest of the squad to retreat. I bet those Grens wish they had Panzerfausts. They'd be like, why the fuck do only the Volksgrenadiers get Panzerfausts? Grenadiers want Panzerfausts.
I want some Panzerfausts. Why can't I have any Panzerfausts?
I want Panzerfaust for Christmas.
Did he build an AT gun? No, he got it from the OMCG.
He got it from the OMCG, yeah.
It's like,
he doesn't really have any need for... This is, I think, the primary problem with the heavy vetting early, which is seen Siberian do, is that it means your opponent can just invest everything into anti-infantry. You know, if he then... You know, if he went tier 4, forced Pepsi to get some AT guns, then, you know, that's... You know, every AT gun is one less ranger, barred rifle, or sniper, so... A bit of a lack of unit diversification is, I think, what's holding him back a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, that's true. He just researched tier 4. Oh, the allied snipers takes 1 shot each. The Axis sniper can't get in position. Actually misses the rifles on charge here.
Oh, that's poor.
And we do have defensive already on the center VP. He doesn't see it. The rifles are standing right there. They're retreating just in the nick of time. He's gonna get out of there alive. Yep, those rifles are gonna live. The 2 other rifles are gonna keep engaging. Wow, he loses 1 guy from like a stray rocket from the defensive already.
Defensive already is so powerful.
Pineapple here maybe. I'm not sure.
Oh, there's a Vet 3 sniper.
Oh, nice. Pineapple on the MP40 volts. Nice. Nice amount of damage and 2 kills.
It's a big snipe there. And he knows now, when he forces those big 3 snipers to retreat, he knows that there's nothing to counter-snipe him. Although, absolutely, another bike from Siberian.
Yeah, another bike. Serious heavy tier 1. The heaviest tier 1 I've ever seen, I must say.
He just loves the bikes. And if one sniper's got Vet 3, and I mean, one is only fired when the other is fired, so the other one is only probably 1 kill behind. So 2 Vent 3 snipers will probably be what can bring Pepsi back from the brink a little bit. Now he's down to just 100 VPs.
Yeah, he really needs the VPs. The south is again in Wehrmacht hands, and I just witnessed some grenade tennis. We do have an on map. I'm not sure. It's gonna be on the medic bunker.
Oh, it's on the medic bunker, yeah, and it's actually an MG42 right near there, which
so
needs to retreat. Holy shit, that MG42 is 19 infantry kills.
Holy! And that's a recruit one. It's Volk members crewing it.
That is insane. 19. Damn.
Ouch. Good thing that the Axis troops don't gain even more vet with kills. It would be like vet 6 now.
It would be a Retardo unit.
It would just run around with its weapon, like holding it like a Rambo. Grenade tennis. Oh, on the mine! I think the potato masher detonated a mine. That would have been awesome if the rifles actually stood on top of the mine, which obviously they couldn't, unless it was Pepsi's mine. Which I don't think.
I want to see those 3 snipers insta-kill that Vet 2 squad.
Ooh, 2 guys goes down on retreat from the snipers. Vet 3 Grens not having a happy time with Vet 3 snipers chasing them.
Neither player can really play it too safe at the moment because both players currently have just the right amount of snipers to insta-kill within 2 volleys one of their opponent's squads.
The bike is gonna move up into the north here after his Grens got sniped on retreat. He knows the snipers are around here somewhere, but they are escorted by 2 bar rifles, and the bar rifle's gonna find the bike. The bike's gonna have to soft pedal away, and that's the that's not an off map. That's
an on map. It's coming down in BP. Oh wow, that was an off
map. Sorry, not an on map.
Yeah, it was an off map.
That's the on map.
Where's the on map?
It's firing on the medic bunker
around
again,
the middle strap point, almost.
Yeah, it might be out of range from the medic bunker or something. I'm starting to think that.
Surely not. The map's not that small. Big, even.
I don't know.
Big. It's all the same. Bit of an MP40 bulk flank here. The M10 isn't quite low enough health. Well, nowhere near low enough health for a Faust to finish it off, though. But still, what kind of teching do we have? Finally, Panzer Commander's coming up from Siberian. So a bit of unit diversification, you know, spam a bit of P4s, you know, get a couple of P4s, get Vet 3 on them with the skirts and the MG and the less received damage, and they'll be raping Pepsi's current unit composition. You know, the M10s can be dealt with by Vet 1 P4s quite handily.
Oh yeah. And Pepsi only has the M10s as armor, basically. The bike goes down after chasing the 2 snipers. It did die,
Off-map artillery coming down around somewhere, not quite sure where. It's coming down on the medic bunker again. That MG42 though, that's the second MG42 that has 19 kills.
Yeah, the other one just died from the off-map.
Oh, the M10 goes down. Snipers are forced to retreat, but they're going to retreat right through off-map artillery.
Oh, we might get unlucky. Oh, I think that was 6 shells though.
Yeah, that was enough. That was enough shells. He really wants to finish off that medic bunker though.
Pepsi has some grudge against medic bunkers. I'm not sure what this is all about. Why are you so cruel against these bunkers?
What do they ever do to you? That grenade
what the hell?
Did nothing.
Yeah,
that was such a disappointing
little.
Grenade.
He was basically in the middle of smack of the 2 Gren squads. And like, oh, that hurt. Oh, Hans, here, have some bandages. This ain't fucking Daisy. You should die.
Yeah,
die, you Kraut bastard, die.
Wow, 18 kills on one of those Gren squads. A lot of kills on all these squads from Siberian. The unit preservation has generally been very, very good.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's all good.
He's really raking in the kills. But those snipers, those 2 Vet 3 snipers moving full speed in cloak, just like dancing over the countryside. They are so powerful, and they need to be counter-sniped, like, soon.
Yeah, seriously, Slew. We do have the first unit out of the Panzer Command. It's an Ostwind, not a P4, even though he has plenty fuel in the bank. 460 fuel for Siberian, as he hasn't built anything except for, well, buildings and veterancy. And we do have the on-map, I think.
That's an on-map, yeah.
Oh,
very near those snipers.
Oh, the snipers.
Very low health. 2 of them. One of them is still on field, so it looks like he wants to keep at least 1, you know, just on the off chance that he can get a counter-snipe. But OMCG is unlocked once again with 900 manpower in the bank for Pepsi. The only limiting factor is actually PopCap.
Ah, he's got no pop cap. But he's got a fair amount of, you know, map control right now. He's actually moving down into the south as well, capping some fuel there. Got some NGs, mint NGs, no kills, no upgrades. We got flanking rifles at this Pio MG.
Rifles.
Oh, mint rifles as well, from OMCG maybe, I'm not sure.
No, he hasn't popped the OMCG yet. Bite goes down once again to, I think that was Rangers that killed that one this time. Those Rangers must be not that far from Vet 2 now, with 2 light vehicles and 8 infantry kills, plus the medic bunker.
You'd think
Always
so.
a good
Where
kill.
are the
And here
Rangers?
comes the
There.
OMCG now. This is another one, and this time it's a double mortar, barred rifle, and M10 call-in.
Double mortar might not be so bad.
Against the
MGs
medic
in the bunker.
if it was still here, then
Yeah.
it would be great. But against against the MGs, because the MGs, I mean, they get none of their bonuses are to do with hit points. So you know the mortars are just as effective as if they were Vet 0.
Oh yeah, and the mortars have gotten a buff in the latest 2602 patch, so you know, pack up time and all
Yeah,
that
they're
stuff.
much
you know.
easier to shoot and scoop, as we love to say.
Shoot and relocate as much as you possibly can. But these SMG Rangers are in trouble. What is he doing?
Wow, they're getting very low on health. They could get finished off now by
Oh,
MP40
no.
They do go down, that Ranger.
Not good. Not good.
Dead.
Neither
I
of
can
SMG
see
Rangers.
arms moving.
Oh no, if he pops the defensive already, he doesn't have enough munitions.
That would be hilarious.
He doesn't
No,
have
he
enough
doesn't. He's
munitions.
gonna lose the Oswin though. He's gonna take a shot right up the ass.
Oh, ouch.
Wow, he doesn't lose it. He's about to lose it though. One more shot.
There he goes.
Oswin.
Bet one for the AT gun.
That was very sloppy by Siberian. He just parked it there and let it get shot.
Yeah, I think it was Micron's poor MP40 Volks, which are now getting targeted by the MG in the building, and here comes the M10 trying
And
to squish them, but
snipers.
they're forced to retreat. And the double snipers opening up on the Gren,
30
pursuing
and
the
32
M10.
kills.
Oh, they're
God.
both two-man Gren squads. Oh, but they both retreat. Do have... for some reason, he popped for the Farland, probably because of the
It
sniper's
would
tree.
save his snipers getting
Yep.
chased by those vetted rifles there. Those 3
seen this?
snipers.
There's
What's
an MG on the field, and that's it. Siberian has no other true presence on the field. He's been forced off the map completely
He's
by
been
Pepsi.
entirely just...
Oh,
Oh, and he gets sniped
loses
as
it.
well. The elite armor goes down.
that's
31
one
and
MG.
34 infantry kills and no snipers. They are really the thing that's kept Pepsi in the game here. This fairly early WSC play, following up straight after that motor pool, was pretty
Good
damn
choice.
handy.
Yeah, good choice. Especially, you know, obviously neither us or Pepsi knew that Siberian was going to stick in tier 2 for so long, vetting up to vet 3 instead of getting Pumas and stuff. You know, those 2 snipers has really paid off for Pepsi right now. They're basically keeping him in the game. He's forcing the Grens to run away over and over again.
Another Oswin. I'm just not convinced about the Oswin.
Oh, he might
By
squish the
choice-
sniper!
Did
Oh
he get
my
it?
god,
He
no.
didn't get it, did he?
No.
It stopped literally.
In front
That
of his
sniper
face.
must have it must have run over his foot. Like his foot should be broken. He should be crawling right now.
He's
It literally
perma-crawling.
stopped on top of him. Off-map artillery used on mobile Grens, not the most efficient usage, but there's
Whoa.
on-map as well as a bit of a. That was just a distraction. The
Yeah.
on-map was coming down around that middle strat point there. Because actually, that middle strat point is really, really crucial. It's a big cutoff point,
For the axis, yeah.
which cuts Siberian off from all his current fuel, besides that little +5 just outside the base.
Is that another off-map combat group? Yep, another M10. We got Rangers this time, and bar rifle and MG, I think. Maybe 2 bar
MG,
rifles.
yeah. 2 bars, Ranger, MG, and an M10, I think.
That was a good one. 5 units.
Yeah, not a bad one. Not a bad one.
Oh, one of the snipers goes down to Pepsi's vet 3 sniper. Siberian
Oh,
lost his
nasty.
first sniper right now, and the M10 on the field from OMCG is going to protect him against this Oswin as well. So Oswin's going to have to run away. The M10 misses because it's a retard. But the MP40 was going to go for the center VP. Siberian wants to close this game right now. He wants to win by the VPs, but he just can't. He can't seriously get the center VP. He's got 2 VPs. One outside of Pepsi's base to the north, and his own on the south. But the middle one, actually, the massive Axis fortress have been broken by Pepsi over and over again now.
Yeah, I mean, he just hammered and hammered and hammered, but he has finally managed to break it, and I think it is just beginning to fall all a little bit apart now for Siberian. Losing that sniper was a big thing. He needed those triple snipers, if only to keep Pepsi on the edge, because obviously, you know, if he lost a sniper, it would be a hell of a lot worse, and if Siberian lost a sniper, nice
Nice grenade behind the
automatic
hedge.
Yeah.
The animation was hidden a little bit there. And Pepsi's got his the North VP in his hands again. He's capping it with some rifles and backed up by the 2 Vet 3 snipers. And he's got the center control with an MG covering it from his OMCG call-in. And we got an on-map firing, I do believe. I can't tell where. Oh, it's on the Grens. On the Grens where that the engagement with the Rangers throwing the pineapple just happened at the decrewed pack. Oh, smack on the pack.
That was a smack on the front of the pack there. If he loses the pack, that's going to be really, really nasty. That'll leave Siberian with what exactly in the way of AT?
He's got a pack on the left side.
Just the Shreks.
Yeah, the pack on the left side and the Shreks, basically. He hasn't recruited that pack for so long, though. He's had the opportunity, I'm pretty sure. But he's... Oh, we got the defensive already on the strategic point where the snipers were just passing by. Luckily, they can run in cloak, otherwise they would have been dead. That was very lucky for Pepsi.
That was, yeah, very, very, very lucky indeed.
Could have been much worse.
God, those veteran snipers are just so savage moving in cloak. He's actually coming after the MG here.
Yep, and the Axis snipers are on the left side, but they're not moving. The M10 is moving in as well as some form of a backup, you know. Oh!
What?
And he destroys the MG crewman exiting the house with the M10. I saw some very weird glitchy thing where he fired because the MG crewman just exited the house.
He fired on the opposite side of the building on my screen.
Yeah,
like,
same for me.
Shot, but even though there's no fucking door on the other side.
But I think he was in that window on that side because that's where the MG was positioned before.
That would be why.
But I'm not sure what exactly happened there. There's a few glitches now, and then Ken is moving over to help out these rifles against the Ostwind. Shrek Rens are missing. Oh, on map. Oh, it could have been
that could be really nasty
in the middle of everything.
Oh my!
That was massive.
That was a money shot right there.
Money shot, seriously.
Oh wow.
Jackpot!
That was filthy.
Oh, the out of control Ostwind almost crushed the complete MG, but the MG gets decrewed by the sniper. But the bar rifles, these snipers are in trouble.
3 snipers are running around to get a counter snipe here.
Oh, there it is!
Oh, yeah, there's another sniper. I think this is lights out now for Siberian. He just lost so much there in that last engagement.
What is
much.
happening?
He lost a full grain squad, he lost a sniper, he lost countless other units. That's got to be painful. I don't know if he's going to be able to come back from that, even though he's got Pepsi down to so few VPs. I'm not sure if he just has the units to deal with it. He finally built a Panzer IV, which I think he should have built a long time ago, personally.
Yeah, he should have gone for that instantly instead of the Ostwinds. Obviously, the rifles have been, you know, the rifles and the Rangers have been the fighting force, the frontline troops of Pepsi, but the snipers has really been, you know, basically blasting everything. And, you know, with M10s from OMCG over and over again, the Ostwind always has something to pursue it. The M10 is always going to pursue.
Yeah.
No grenade on the pack in the south. Gonna decrew it surely. Nope! Nope! What?
Wow, what the hell? All 3 men survived.
Yeah, everybody survived. That was very strange.
Those Vet3
snipers opening up on some volts, I do believe.
Almost 40 kills for one of them.
Grens.
Oh, there's some off-map artillery. I think that just killed the whole Gren squad, because I just saw a body fly.
No, that was from the sniper kills. 2 Grens. The snipers took a shot at the Gren squad with a Shrek and retreated, but the dead bodies just flew around on the screen now. But yeah, that was an on-map. Yep, it was an on-map.
Veteran snipers are hilarious. You just can't kill them by chasing them down. Like, Siberian goes over to where he thinks they are, but by that time, you know...
Bye!
They're on the other side of the map by that point.
You can't pursue those fuckers.
He actually lost that Ranger squad that he got from the OMTG a little while back.
I see a bazooka laying around on the right side.
Yeah, he's got no more Rangers left, but he's got 5 rifles instead.
Ah, but these rifles getting minced by these MP40 bolts. Ow! Nice mine. I didn't even see that.
To be honest, I'm not even sure if he cares whether he loses these vanilla rifles. They're straight out of OMCG.
Oh,
no chance of getting any kills.
Best one M10 as well, fully repaired now after killing an Ostwind and maybe a bike, I'm not sure.
Well, what the hell are those Vet3 snipers doing? They ran into point-blank range against the MG42.
Oh, that's where it is. I'm not sure. Oh, come on, Luger guy on the pack. Oh no, it's a Volk, it's a recruit pack, so there's no Luger.
Off-map artillery coming down somewhere.
Oh, it's on the M10.
Wow, that building is getting a...
hammered.
Hashing.
Yeah. Seriously hammered. The Axis ally sniper does not feel like pursuing the pack.
Oh! Axis sniper goes down on map.
Oh! I saw the 9 XP. I can see the guy. He's laying behind a little farm building. You did.
Oh, that was unlucky. That was very, very unlucky. The first shot just came in and smacked him on the nose. There was nothing he could have done.
What is this mortar doing? Crazy mortar trying to go into the house. You can't fire a mortar out of a house.
You're a mortar. You can't go in buildings.
Well, there's holes in the roof. He could fire out of the roof, I guess. I don't know.
I remember when I first started playing COH, there's this building. It's on St. Hilary, if anyone knows that 2v2 map. It's not in the rotation, but it's got a flat roof, and when you engage it, when you garrison it, your men stand on the flat roof, and I always thought what would happen if you try and put a mortar in there.
Oh, yeah,
I was really sad when I realized you couldn't put mortars in buildings.
Or MGs or anything like that.
Well, you can put MGs in buildings, but...
Oh yeah, MGs obviously. Derp.
Derp.
I was thinking about trenches.
Ah, yeah.
But there are certain mods out there where you can put stupid shit in trenches. If you want to try that out, just fucking Google it, because I'm not going to tell you what it's called. Because it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Let's just say it's fucking retarded.
This is true. This is true.
I think this is Siberian's last hurrah now, sending out this, is that a fresh P4 or the same P4 just repaired? No,
Yeah.
he built 2 P4s.
No, another P4.
Built 2 P4s.
Fresh.
Okay, so maybe he's not entirely out of it, you know, 2 P4s, pretty nice.
On map firing again somewhere. It's gonna be on the repairing P4 outside of Siberian's base. Oh, that was very close.
That was a big shot, yeah.
If he gets a straight up shot on the P4 with on map Howie, it's gonna do a ton of damage.
Yeah, it might kill
Quite a
it,
bit of
yeah.
damage.
I just think P4s would have been better than Oswins just ever since the beginning when he built that first Oswin, because you know P4s they'll be great against Rangers, they'll be great against M10s, because if they're both full health then the P4 will win, vetted or not,
Yeah.
in a straight head-to-head slug. So
We got defensive RD. I'm guessing it's on the left VP.
it's on the left-hand side VP. Yeah, he
Gonna
really
get
wants to
the
keep that
decap.
VP. Pepsi
Oh.
is just like playing balls to the wall here, and he's staying there to get the decap because he just really doesn't want to lose on VPs at
Oh,
this
this
point.
M10 is.
Nice
I think it
M10
was
block. He's going to lose the
circumstrating
M10
it.
though.
Yeah.
Destroyed engine. He gets a misfire there. He doesn't quite get the last shot off.
There it is. Doesn't
Pack
have-
opens up to take down
Nice.
the M10.
Nice, but he did get the P4 down to 10% health or so, which means it's gonna have to stay in his base and repair, and it can't be on the field. And he's repairing one P4 already with his last Pios. He's got one of the MP40 Volks. The second squad is dead. So yeah, and these Grens are just not good enough against the double snipers, which is just running around unopposed now with no axis sniper on the field. Takes 2 shots on the Grens. The Grens gonna be forced to retreat again, and these Rangers are gonna backpedal away and go cap somewhere and basically box Siberian into his base. I'm pretty shocked that I'm still wondering what just happened. What happened? What happened, Siberian? What the fuck happened?
Well, he was getting slowly broken down, wasn't he? When he lost the medic bunker, he lost his forward reinforcement. And
Yeah.
defensive is not a great late game doctrine, it has to be said. You know, the 200mm rocket artillery is pretty meh for the
Yeah,
price, honestly.
the price.
And the 88 is just, you know, it's just an artillery magnet, and he had no real need for it anyway, because he's not fighting ATGs. He's not really fighting that many tanks, nothing he can't deal with Shreks anyway. So, you know, defensive is great if you're going for an early win, and Siberian almost had it. But, you know, when it goes into the late game, Terror or Blitz will just serve you so much better. And, you know, if you do find yourself with defensive this late in the game, and I've played a shit ton with defensive, it becomes really, really horrible against an infantry player who's using a lot of artillery. Because very early on, actually, we saw an OP go down just outside Pepsi's base on a plus 10 munitions point. So that turned it into essentially a high munitions point, and he's used that to spam the off maps and the grenades and this stuff.
Yeah, and the
Oh
two
wow!
M8s
What a
and
round! Just
stuff.
killed an MP40 Volk squad. that
Oh
was camping
yeah, I
his
saw the
munitions.
MP40 Volks go down. I thought it was the rifles or something, but I saw there was
Yeah, they were
some
running up to
dust.
it, but then the mortar shellers came in and it was toast.
Nice. Yeah, I guess.
So that P4 is going to go down, but now there's another Oswind coming out now, and that P4. Both P4s very damaged, but still a decent fighting force. But Siberian just can't seem to get his strat point back, his cutoff point, and that's the thing that's preventing him from doing anything right now.
Yeah, he's only got the 3 sectors around his base, and this munitions point is getting decapped as well. Now he just lost it. It's whited. The Rangers need to run away though before this P4 comes up. The M10 is going to try to get the Ostwind, but the M10 showed up, so he's going to get in the house here, and the one Ranger guy with the bazooka is going to help out against this. That was a massive hit.
That might actually help him out there. in
Oh,
a
but
big,
with
big
2
way.
P4s. And he can't use the bazooka anymore. He needs to get out of the building in that case. Oh, we actually... That was a lot of damage. And we got an on-map firing as well. Oh, there goes the... I think it was an on-map. Something exploded. Yeah, there it is.
That's an on-map, yeah, coming down around that fuel point. I think he was going for one of the P4s just in case, as insurance, in case it didn't go down.
Yeah. Artillery insurance. Where can I buy that? Can I buy into artillery insurance somewhere? If someone is selling artillery insurance, can you please message me on YouTube? Because I'd like to buy some. You know, whenever the shit hits the fans, just like hit a big red button and artillery shows up and blast the guy you're talking to in a discussion, which you can't obviously win because you're wrong. Just artillery insurance. Just blast his house to pieces.
I want
These
some
snipers
of that.
are seriously what the fuck poning everything.
Yeah,
like, oh, Red Squad, huh?
47 kills. He's going to try and squish them with the Osman, but he's barely going to be able to keep up with them.
Unit snipe.
Actually, those snipers are actually in danger here.
Oh yes, they're very much so in danger.
Yeah.
Ah, the sniper, unit sniper icon disappeared. He has no idea where it went.
So unlucky. He's just...
It's the terrain.
This is the one time where a bike would actually work, because it has no support. The ATG is miles away.
Look at the snipers. They're just like running around in circles right outside the Wehrmacht base because there's nothing here.
Actually, you could get decloaked by the pack. That would be pretty hilarious.
This is true. He just went around in a circle of the Ostwinds because it was fun, I guess. This
maybe
M10,
playing like
there's another
maybe
AT
it's a
gun.
kind of sport that only snipers play. Yeah, but just for shits and giggles, you know, who can circle the most Osmans?
Who can circle the most tanks? Circle
Whoa,
1,
Osman
2.
goes down to the AT gun.
Do have a bike out from Siberian right now, so these snipers might be in trouble. They actually moved all the way back up. Wow, one of the guys got shot. They just jumped away from the Ostwind shell.
That was a Matrix move right there.
He just dodged it like Matrix.
Dodging bullets and shit. What the fuck?
Dodging like fucking tank gun or anti-air gun and bullets shot at him.
20mm shell. If a 20mm shell hits you, you should not be able to jump out the way.
Yeah,
I swear it did actually hit him. Like
I think
it just didn't do enough damage to kill him or something.
Which is retarded. It's like when the T-17s were bouncing on snipers. That was also fucking retarded.
Funny shit.
It's like Superman, just takes it to the chest. Like, I'm Hans, Superman.
There's the bike.
Yep.
And on his BMW, but
Siberian
there he
says
kills
GG.
it. GG. Yeah.
GG from Pepsi as well. So he's gonna run his tanks up there. He's got nothing, quite literally not really anything to cap with, considering the two snipers are gonna force his Grens to retreat every single time.
Another OMCG coming in. This time it's double ATGs.
Oh, painful.
That is just what he needed. Although that was kind of a weird OMCG. He got 2 ATGs and a rifle squad, but nothing else.
Yeah, where's the MG or the other random unit?
Yeah, that seems a bit
Or did
bugged.
he get... No, not the M8. I don't know.
So many units for Pepsi now, though. So many. 5 rifles, a ranger, 2 ATGs, 2 snipers, another ATG, 2 ATGs in fact, 4 AT guns, M8, and a howitzer.
Yeah, before basically Siberian's TAD looked like that. It was basically, you know, half the screen of unit shields when I looked over what units he had. I was like, what the fuck, that's so much stuff. And now in the end there was just like 3 tanks and 3 infantry units and a bike.
Yeah.
That was all that was left. Very good game, I must say. You know, heroic comeback from Pepsi. Kudos to you, bro. That was very nicely done. If you're watching this, yeah, kudos.
Yeah.
GG from Siberian as well. Like super textbook play in the beginning. It's like, you know, exceptional, you know, skill of reading his opponent. Like, you're getting this, I'll get this to counter that, you know, a bike here and my own snipers there, but you know, the counter snipe just never happened. I saw his snipers lay down and do the animation so many times to get a counter snipe, and allied sniper just cloaked a millisecond before he was going to take the shot. You know, Siberian must have been pulling his hair off, you know, at like the 3rd time that happened. It's like, come on, why can't I get a counter snipe?
Yeah, seriously. Those Vet 3 snipers really made the game for Pepsi going for those 2 snipers early. They really did pay off. I was thinking he was being almost too passive with them early on, but I think as the game went on, the veterancy stacked up for Siberian. I think they made their mark. You know, almost 100 combined kills is nothing to be sniffed at.
Oh yeah, 45 and a vehicle, which must be a bike. I can't see it
It is a bike.
anything
It
else.
is a bike.
It's a bike. It's a sniper kill bike. Why did I miss that? And 48 kills on the second one. You know, both vet 3, and I think they got one counter snipe each, and one of the artillery pieces killed the third sniper from Siberian. And after that, it was just like lights out. Game
And
over.
this was all without recon run as well, because everyone's going airborne recently, but there is still a place for infantry. So
Yeah, I've seen a lot of airborne play, especially when there's early Wehrmacht snipers. They go for the recon run, light up the unit, and then counter snipe or chase him down, or or pre-recon, so they know if the sniper's there or not, and stuff like that.
it is very, very effective. Going for
Very
the
popular right now.
the sort of the recon run spam against especially against sniper spammers, which is kind of what Siberian was doing this game, with those 3 snipers. But
Yeah, kind of, I guess. But they were in,
they were definitely they were
they were
late
there
game
for
snipers
countering the snipers from Pepsi, obviously.
and the rangers and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. 3 snipers versus rangers equals a bad time for rangers.
For all our rangers.
Yeah. Excellent play, guys, that play these replays, and excellent commentary from you as usual, Tommy, and from me as well, because I'm a massive ego bastard. So yeah, I'll see you guys for the next shoutcast, which will be episode 7 or whatever. It's not like we're keeping track here. We're just like splurting out for like talking for 1 hour and 10 minutes about some random shit happening on the screen, and then we post it on YouTube and people watch it. That's basically what happens. So yeah, keep watching and keep subscribing, and tell your friends, your family, your dog, your alien in your basement, and wherever you've got some more people that can actually use a computer and watch YouTube videos. Tell them, and I'll see you guys for the next episode.
See you guys.